I was not paid for this, but it's true. I love Joe Rosati, and we've just met. How are you, buddy?
Good. Thanks, Jerry.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks to our Liz Swaney for connecting us.
Yes, the introduction.
It was very nice.
Yes.
So, you're a music man. Yeah. How did you get to be a music guy, right? A lot of people strum a couple chords.
Right.
A lot of people sing in the shower or do, you know, sing for family or whatever.
Sure.
But you're out here. You're on the big stage. How did you come to be this way?
Well, I started off just, you know, like a lot of people being part of a band, and then kind of realized, you know, it's not as easy just to be the next REM or U2, even though that's what you want to be.
Right.
And then just kept strumming guitar for a while, and you know, did some recordings, and finally a friend of mine that's a producer up in the Northwest said, hey, let's really do something with this. And so I actually have a CD being released this summer. And
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on that for about a year and a half. And
is this your first solo release?
Yeah, it's done correctly. Yeah, I've done some I've done some demos, and I released a CD just, you know, because you can do that. We could do that,
yeah, sure.
Even in, you know, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the one that's been, someone's really honed in and guided me on it, and just attended one of the Berklee online classes for, you know, promoting your music and getting it out there, because it's a different world now. I mean, what do you do? So I got some insight into that class for about 3 months, and ready to release it in the next couple months here. And yeah, Joe Rosati Music is the website that'll be coming up soon, and you can find me on Twitter at Joe Rosati Music as well.
And for folks who may not be quite as adept at their spelling of Italian / Hispanic surnames, it's Rosati.
Correct.
Yes, good.
It is.
So talk about this process of doing a really pro piece of work. Talk about the songwriting and the recording process, because they're both really big jobs, and I have such great admiration for folks who make it through the entire process.
Yeah.
Inspiration versus good old-fashioned hard work.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Well, I think having someone's belief in you really helps, and then someone that's known you and what your good points are and your points that you could, you know, take to the next level.
Right.
And someone that, you know, Ben Fuller is my friend's name. He's an amazing producer up in the Northwest. And he's just kind of taken me under his wing. And it just started off as, let's record a few songs. Well, we got to record in a church in Tacoma, Washington called Urban Grace.
Wow.
And I mean, there wasn't people in it at the time, but this can hold 700 people. And just the acoustics of the room, and
that's a big room.
Yeah, the history of what's went on in that space, and the stage and the piano, and I mean just a lot of different aspects of what being in that room brought out. And then we recorded also at my parents' house in the living room. So I had the comfort of where I grew up too. So the CD is very intimate. It's organic. It's all acoustic instruments. Very few overdubs. You know, down the road, I'd like to get into more strings. One of my favorite bands is Echo and the Bunnymen, and they've been a huge influence on me and Ben, and so the process has just been, we've had the time to do it right, and I've had, and the technology too. I mean, you have a MacBook Pro, and you have Pro Tools, and you know, you can do stuff.
It's a different world.
It's a different world, and it's great that exists, and there's a lot of people doing it. So it's great to have a show like this to come on and have something to promote the music with.
Absolutely. Well, it's our pleasure to have you here, and I try never to talk about what I hear in somebody's music, but I'll simply say that I hear some great refrains of music that's meant a great deal to me, and some incredible songwriters. And
well, thank you.
You're on the right path, my friend. It
Well,
sounds
thank you,
fantastic. You're going to come back and do one more?
Yes.
And just by way of reminder, let's look into that camera with the light on and tell them the website one more time.
JoeRosatiMusic.com, and also and Twitter, Joe Rosati. It's R-O-S-A-T-I for the people that aren't familiar with how to spell my last name.
There you have it.
Thanks, Jerry.
Nice work. That was a fantastic interview. It wasn't too tough, was it?
No.
Yeah, nice work.
All right.
We'll be right back with more Joe Rosati after this break. Please stay tuned to Mountain Views on Park City Television.